I'm taking command here for the moment. You head back to Whiterun and let the Jarl know what happened.
Hey,
Still here.
you take some stuff for me?
I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know.
Same old lines. Alright, here we go. Wait, so I'm gonna give her my great, lame great sword.
Let's get going then.
What do you guys gotta say, so?
I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm glad you're on our side. I'm glad you're on our side.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
What do you mean?
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
Not really sure what you're talking about.
There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. That will prove it. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Okay. Good point. Bring that up to the drag. They are, I see it. Alright, let's go back to King for the Jarl. Explain this stuff to him. Follow me? Good. What was that? That thing up there? Wow. Crazy looking. I got a text with them. Huh. Leather helmet, minor conjurer. Ooh. Oops. Like the true regeneration better. Alright.
Izmir, you did it! You killed the dragon.
Yeah, I did. What up? Woof, woof.
Look, you already have been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back.
Huh?
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now get lost.
We will be back. This is not over.
You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. We'll pay good money for information.
Who are you looking for, man?
A woman. A foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She's likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything.
Find the red card woman.
It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away. We're looking for a fugitive who comes from Hammerfell. A Redguard woman. She may be somewhere in this city. She cannot hide from us forever.
Okay, buddy.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. Right then.
There has been talk amongst the gods that you are Dragonborn. But such a thing,
God might get
surely
nervous.
that's not possible.
A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Those two at it again? Just keep moving. You'll wear them out.
Hey, watch it! Get in there and...
What is it?
Yerva, guide me.
I learned the ways of the blade in the Great War. Nearly lost my life outside the Imperial City. I came home to Skyrim when it was all over. But I wasn't much good at anything other than fighting. Wandered around as a blade for hire. It was a damned good one, too. The money was good, and the women were good, and the drinks were good. But I was losing myself, my heart. I was lucky the companions found me. Now there's a reason to be fighting. The honor of my brothers and sisters is worth more than coin.
Of course the money is still good. And the drinks.
So you lost an eye, too.
Mm-hmm.
Pull him back! I'll see you burn. Just a scratch!
You think you stand a chance?
You got a little busy.
Asura curse you!
Good fight going here.
There's still dragons.
We've done as much as we can to prepare for that. But remember, Whiterun is home to the companions. Any dragon that comes here will get more than he's bargained for. I think.
I think.
Great. Back to the fight.
Nah, nothing important there.
Stop going to enjoy killing.
Oh, let them keep fighting themselves amongst themselves, I guess.
Trouble? I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
All right.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice.
I got her voice.
Shouted him apart.
Yeah, you know. Ain't nothing. Being able to shout that is. Hey, buddy, you ain't getting
Good.
away.
You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you. I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
What else could it mean?
I have a sword from you from your daughter.
From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgruuf when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered.
Ah.
Well, there are 3 of them, arranged in 3 tiers, as you may have noticed. The Plains District is so named because it's the closest of the 3 to the plains that surround the city. The
Makes
inn and
sense.
marketplace are found there. Most of the city's residents live in the Wind District, which is the middle of the 3.
Okay.
Dragon's Reach occupies the highest, which we call the Cloud District. From here, the Jarl can see all that goes on within his city.
See.
Ah, splendid. Our fine city has a proud history, and I'm happy to share what I know. The history of Whiterun begins with Jorrvaskr, the Hall of the Companions. For a long time, it was the only building on the mountain.
I see.
As time passed, a thriving community sprang up around Jorrvaskr, as was common with mead halls. Today, Whiterun is the jewel of Skyrim. I can say without boast that it is the greatest city in all the holds.
Why is the keep called Dragon's Reach?
That is an old tale, but well known to those of us who serve in the keep. Long ago, there lived a mighty hero of the Nords, Olaf One-Eye. Olaf did battle with a fearsome dragon named Numenex. The struggle between Olaf and the dragon culminated in a mighty duel atop Mount Anthor, with Olaf the victor. Olaf returned in triumph to Whiterun. By his decree, the city's keep was rebuilt as a prison for Numenex, and so, from that time until this, our great keep has been called Dragon's Reach.
See.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
Me?
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
It was destroyed.
I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
Let's level up a bit here. There's more magic.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
Okay.
Dragonborn?
Yeah, I'm a Dragonborn.
What do you know about the Dragonborn?
It's just what the dudes called me, man.
Not just the men. The Greybeards seem to think the same thing.
The way of voice. What are these Greybeards?
The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a doom or shout. The Greybeards are masters of the way of the voice.
I see.
If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Hrongar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, what, Dragonborn?
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office.
Oh, cool.
I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
What is it that you need? Well, in the old tales, the Dragonborn heroes would use the power of their voice to defeat the enemies of Skyrim. Wolfhearth was Dragonborn. Talos too, the founder of the Empire. Back in the good old days. In the very oldest tales. Back from when there still were dragons in Skyrim. The Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power.
I see. Well, the great.
They're the masters of the way of the voice, of shouting. They live up on top of the throat of the world. If you're really Dragonborn, they'll want to talk to you. In the old stories, they always summon the Dragonborn for training. If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet. No doubt, he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also, because he knew he could.
Jesus.
With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack. But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back.
I'll kill him.
Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters. That is the best we can do. Now, if you don't mind.
Let's see, items. What was that? That gave me something. Let's see. Axel White Run.
I've got a city to keep.
At least something good came out of that trip to Sarthal. I didn't find anything but dust. I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know.
Where's mine? Oh, he took it already. Damn. So too heavy though. Too light anyways. Let's see. It is. Give her some stuff here.
You lead. I'll follow.
Maybe I'll just take a break here.